My child, listen carefully because this moment is not ordinary, and this message is not for everyone. This is for the one who has been waiting silently, praying deeply, and holding on even when nothing around made sense. God says, my house is yours. Do not take this lightly. Do not treat this as just words, because what is being spoken right now carries authority, carries decision, carries decree. There was something written concerning you, something marked concerning your life, something assigned to your name, long before this moment arrived. And that assignment was not small, it was not temporary, it was not uncertain. It was a place, a space, a covering, a house. And God says, my house is yours. For a long time you felt unsettled. You felt like you were moving but not arriving, trying but not establishing, hoping but not holding anything permanently. You saw others settle while you were still searching. You saw doors open for others while yours remained closed. You felt like your time kept shifting further and further away. But God says nothing was taken from you, nothing was lost, nothing was denied. It was being prepared, it was being secured, it was being held until the right time, when it would not be lost, when it would not be broken, when it would not be temporary. Because what is coming is not temporary. It is establishment, it is settlement, it is ownership. And this is why this message found you now. Because the timing has changed, because the delay has ended, because the decree has been marked. In my Father's house are many rooms. I go to prepare a place for you, John 14:2. That means what is being spoken right now is not imagination. It is preparation. It is something already made ready, waiting for the moment you step into alignment. God says, my child, my house is yours. And listen carefully, because this is where many people miss it. They hear but they do not receive. They listen but they do not align. They feel but they do not declare. But you will not miss this. You will not ignore this, because something inside you knows this about you. This is your moment to respond. Say it now with your voice. Do not stay silent. My house is mine by God's decree. Say it again. The house is mine now. Type it. Say it. Believe it. Do not hold back, because God says what you declare you align with, and what you align with begins to move. Now listen again. This is not just about property. This is about authority. This is about position. This is about the place where your life stops shifting and starts settling, where confusion ends, where wandering ends, where instability ends. This house carries peace. This house carries covering. This house carries a new level of your life, and God says it has your name on it. It is marked for you. It is not for another. It is not for later. It is for you now. Say it again. I receive my house. I step into my place. I am established. Do not hesitate. Do not doubt, because this is not repeating the same way again. This is a decree. This is a marking. This is a confirmation. And this is only the beginning. Stay with me, because what comes next will reveal how this house connects to your next level, and why this moment could not come before. Do not skip now. Stay aligned, because God has already spoken. My house is yours. And now listen carefully, because this is where the movement begins. And you need to understand what is happening right now behind what you can see. God says the decree is not just spoken. It is now moving. What was written is now being aligned. What was prepared is now being positioned. What was assigned is now being connected to your life. This is the stage where things begin to shift in ways you cannot explain, but you will start to feel. Because when a house is assigned in the Spirit, it does not remain there. It begins to move into your reality step by step, in order and in timing. God says your house is not an idea, your house is not a wish. Your house is a marked possession, and what is marked must be delivered. There are decisions being aligned. There are doors being positioned. There are connections being arranged. Even when you do not see it yet, something is already working in your favor. This is why you must not doubt this moment, because doubt delays what is already moving, and God says this is not the stage of delay anymore. This is the stage of delivery. Your house is being established not randomly, but with precision. The location, the timing, the access, everything is being aligned, so that when it reaches you, it stays with you, because what is coming is not temporary. It is permanent establishment. And now this is where you must respond again. Say it clearly with authority. My house is being delivered to me. Say it again. My place is established. Now, do not stay silent, because silence slows movement, but declaration accelerates alignment. God says when you speak in agreement with what is already written, things begin to move faster than before. And now listen again. There are things that had to be removed before this could happen. There were delays that protected you. There were closed doors that redirected you. Because the house assigned to you could not be connected in confusion, it had to come in clarity. Now that clarity has come. Now that alignment has begun. Now the connection is being made. God says your name is being linked to what was prepared for you, not by force, not by chance, but by divine arrangement. And this is why this
moment feels different, because something is already shifting under your feet. The place you stand is changing. The direction you are walking is changing. The outcome of your situation is changing. And now say this again with boldness. I am entering my house. Say it again. I am moving into my place. I am established by God, because God says what you declare becomes the direction you walk into.
And now listen carefully, because this is important. Do not go back into doubt after this. Do not go back into fear after this, because this is the moment where many lose what was already aligned. Stay in agreement. Stay in expectation. Stay ready, because the house is not far. The connection is not far. The moment is not far. God says it is already moving toward you, and nothing will stop what has already been marked. Now say it one more time. The house is mine. Now, do not skip the next part, because what comes next will show you how this will manifest in your life, and how fast things can begin to change from this point forward. And now listen carefully, because this is the final part, and this is where everything connects, and you need to stay fully focused, because what you understand here will decide how you receive what has already been marked for you. God says the reason it did not happen before was not because you were denied, but because you were not yet positioned. There were things that had to shift inside you. There were patterns that had to break around you. There were environments that had to change before this house could become yours, because what is being given now cannot be lost again. It cannot be unstable. It cannot be temporary. It must remain. Now here is what completes the Exodus. Wealth transfer, your seed. When Israelites left Egypt with gold, they did not hoard it. They gave it for tabernacle construction. Exodus 35:22. All who were willing, men and women alike, came and brought gold jewelry. Willing, brought gold. The QR code is on your screen. Secure PayPal. Link in description. Your seed says, I believe Egypt's gold is coming to me. I trust I am flagged as chosen one. I receive Exodus wealth, and my high seed proves my high faith in what God is saying. Generational wealth. Accumulated treasure. Would you respond to that with small seed that says, I am not really sure this is real? Or with high seed that says, I believe this transfer is happening, and my seed is my agreement. Your high faith in Exodus wealth transfer requires high seed to match it. Proverbs 11:24-25. One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Gives freely, yet gains more. Your generous seed during Exodus transfer positions you to gain more as wealth flows. I am not telling you amount. I am asking, what seed demonstrates your high faith that you are flagged chosen one receiving Egyptian gold? What offering shows you believe Exodus wealth transfer is real? Some watching gave high seed with tears streaming. They understood, if I am flagged as chosen, if gold is open, my seed must match this moment. They gave as agreement, as participation, as proof of belief, and they felt transfer accelerate. Scan now. Give high seed that agrees as chosen one who believes. Give as faithful child who receives. Let seed say, God, I agree. I am flagged. This seed is my agreement. And that is why the timing had to be exact. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1. This was always your portion. This was always your assignment. This was always your place. But now it is your time. And God says the moment you step into agreement fully, something begins to manifest faster than you expect. Because manifestation is not starting now, it is catching up to what was already written. and listen carefully. This is the stage where things begin to show in your physical life. You will notice changes, you will notice new thoughts, you will notice new directions opening, because God is aligning your steps with what has already been prepared. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. Psalm 37:23. That means where you go next is not random. Who you meet next is not random. What decision you take next is not random. It is all part of the delivery, and this is why you must stay alert in this moment. Because this is where many miss it. They receive the word, but they ignore the movement. They hear the message, but they do not act when the door opens. But you will not miss this, because you are aware now. And God says what is coming will not come in confusion. It will come with clarity. It will come with confirmation. Will come with peace. You will know, this is mine. And now say this clearly, I will not miss my house. Say it again, I will walk into what is mine. I will not doubt this time. Because God says doubt is what delayed it before, but faith is what will complete it now. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Hebrews 11:1. That means even before you see it, you are already connected to it. And now listen carefully, because this is your final alignment moment. Everything that was wandering is now settling. Everything that was uncertain is now becoming clear. Everything that was delayed is now accelerating. This is not a small shift. This is a life shift. And God says once this connects to you, your life will not return to the same instability again. Because this is establishment. This is settlement. This is ownership. And this is why this moment is serious. Because it is not repeating the same way again. Now say this with full authority. My house is established. Say it again. I am settled by God. My place is permanent. Do not stay silent, because this is your agreement with what heaven has already decided. And now listen, one last time. What was marked it for you is already moving. What was written for you is already aligning. What was assigned to you is already finding its way to you. There is no more delay in this stage. There is only movement. There is only connection. There is only manifestation. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. It will surely come. It will not delay. Habakkuk 2:3. This is that appointed time, and this is your confirmation. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being prepared, and now you are being positioned, and now you are receiving. Say it one final time. The house is mine by God's decree. Hold it, believe it, walk in it, because what God has spoken will not fail, and what is your name will reach you. Stay ready, because it is already closer than you think.